we've been given a whole series of research material. Kind of this usually happens when you do productions that have a very strong stylistic idea about themselves. And they've ranged from researching the Green Man to reading this book, Ridley Walker, which is written by, Russell Hoban. It was first published in 1980. It won the John W. Campbell Memorial Award for Best Science Fiction Novel in 1982, and was nominated for the Nebula Award in 1981. So it kind of got quite a lot of attention. And it's set about 2,000 years after a nuclear war has devastated the world. And it's kind of about how when a society has kind of lost everything, it goes back to basics, but it goes back to a time of mythology, kind of pagan rituals, and things are made out of what is left. And the reason why I think we were asked to look at this book, because of course we've only just started rehearsals, so all of these things are just starting to evolve, and kind of we're starting to cook these things up in our own heads and in rehearsals. The big thing about this production at Bristol Vic is that it's the first time that Handspring Puppet Theatre have collaborated with Tom Morris since they created Warhorse for the National, which of course has gone on to be incredibly successful. So I think they've been talking for about 2 years about wanting to do a show again, and what the show would be is always kind of an interesting question. And the more we're reading it and the more we're working on it, it seems that, Midsummer Night's Dream is really fantastic, an idea to use, because, of course, we're dealing with a world which is fantastical, but at the same time, it's a world that believes in magic. Or it's not a world, but it's a story that believes in magic, where kind of magic and humans can live side by side. And there's tradesmen who work with their hands, which we don't have anymore, really. They're all dying off. So this idea of having craftsmen and making a craftsman-like production of Midsummer Night's Dream, which involves wooden carvings and puppets made out of wood and pagan symbols that are carved out of wood, where we relate to those carvings like the Green Man in mystical and fantastical ideas, like the supernatural. And it seems incredibly apt. It's not just something we're tacking onto Midsummer Night's Dream, just giving it we're setting it in the 50s, this is like, it kind of runs through the whole production. Yeah, without a doubt. I think it will be quite spellbinding and will be surprising, and I think it will. It's really going to be very powerful, and beautiful to look at. Not because of us as actors, but all the wooden things and the lighting. I think it opens on the 4th of March. Yeah, it starts in Bristol, and then it goes to Spoleto Festival in the USA, and then another one, I think, rubbish. I can't remember the other. But basically, we're going to 2 festivals in the United States as well in June.